So if I'm going to be honest, I think a lot of the picks I have made in my mock draft for 2023's NBA season thus far have been pretty well received. They've been pretty decent. I think I haven't really gone exactly too controversial and nothing has really stirred the pot. Basically up until potentially today's video where the Houston Rockets will have their second first round pick in the 2023 NBA draft. Of course, I did have them selecting a pretty important player who I think will help their franchise out quite a bit with the pick number 2. So I highly recommend you guys go and check out that video. Of course, that happened before the lottery draft has happened. We still don't know what the lottery is going to be like. So again, if you're wondering why I had them selecting at pick 2, it's just based off standings. Again, they took a pretty interesting player who I think everyone will be like, yep, that makes sense. With this pick though, I think it might be a little bit more controversial. Some of you guys might potentially question it, but I hope you guys understand it, and I hope I dive deep enough into this pick and thought process where you guys are like, yeah, I understand him, and I think his idea is going to work out and potentially benefit the Rockets in the future to take this chance that I'm going with. But yeah, hey, this player definitely deserves to go at this pick. Positional wise, I'm not too sure if it exactly works out with the Rockets, but bear with me. Let me know what you guys think about it down below. Again, before I get into that though, please go and check out my official mock draft if you guys haven't seen it. The reason I think it's very important to go and watch it is just in case you're wondering why I didn't take a player that you might have wanted me to take. I think it's important just because I might have taken that player with a higher pick, and that's why I didn't end up drafting him. So definitely go and check that out. I will be linking it in the description down below, of course. But I guess without further ado, here's who I think the Houston Rockets should be selecting with the 18th overall pick in the 2023 NBA draft. Now moving on, of course, from this, we're going to be going to the Houston Rockets at pick 18, who have Jalen Hood-Schifino, is who I have them taking. This was an extremely hard pick because I've already got the Houston Rockets taking a point guard, obviously, with the best point guard we know in the draft in Scoot Henderson. But I saw Jalen Hood-Schifino on this list and I was thinking, damn, he can't fall down any further. I just can't let it happen. He's too good of a player. And the reality is, he's not your prototypical type of point guard. He's actually 6'6". So I definitely feel like he could be a shooting guard, small forward in the NBA as well. And it's even being said, he's definitely more of a combo guard than just your strict point guard. But he definitely, I think, has preferred to play there in the most recent time. The reality is, though, the Houston Rockets are not really in a situation to be picky. Look, 2 point guards in the one draft is probably not great. But if you draft Scoot Henderson, you're probably going to be moving on from Kevin Porter Jr. And I don't think they really have a good backup point guard anyway. So if you get in Hood-Schifino, the reality is you're bringing in a 6'6" dude who not only can play point guard, but he can play backup shooting guard minutes. He can play backup small forward minutes as well. And he's best available. It's being said that he's a rock solid guard who's best playing on the ball, facilitating the offense and being a glue guy on both ends of the court. He's being said that he's a really good defender and a fierce competitor, something that the Houston Rockets don't exactly have a lot of. So if you add this guy, you can bring in a dude who can guard 1 through 3, really good defense, and could maybe control the offense when, off the bench, and when Scoot Henderson, of course, goes on that bench. It's being said that he's an extremely aggressive defender who takes pride in shutting down opposing guards. His defensive traits and abilities should translate extremely well to the NBA. It's said that he has a pretty good looking jump shot, but he has a bit of inconsistency hitting that 3 ball and is a below average free throw shooter as well. It's definitely his biggest area of growth in the league, being said that he needs to get that 3-point shot consistent and definitely needs to start hitting those free throws. But I think if you're the Houston Rockets and you have a lot of time to experiment, if you get lucky enough to have Scoot Henderson as your new starting point guard, he can definitely run the offense there. But then, of course, you can also bring, I think, Hood-Schifino potentially off the bench to do his thing, get the ball in his hands, and of course he can help defend. Look, he's probably not going to be the greatest off-ball, type of guy, just because he can't really shoot that well. But there's still a way where he and Scoot Henderson, I think, could also share the court together. Look, he and Scoot Henderson could play, I think, a bit of a double guard system, definitely at a lot of times anyway. You'll have Scoot Henderson defending the 1, and of course Hood Schifino defending the 2. But then on offense, you might have the ball more in Hood Schifino's type of hands because he can play make really well. And then you might have Henderson play a bit of off ball when he's getting tired and whatnot. And I think Henderson definitely has the ability to do that as well, being an extremely athletic shot creator who can definitely hit a catch and shoot shot or two. So this makes a whole lot of sense in my opinion for the Houston Rockets to do. I don't think just because you've already drafted a guard that it should shy you away from drafting another point guard. I think that this guy fits in with what the Houston Rockets need. They desperately need defense and playmaking and just a floor general in general. I think this just makes a really, good idea. And yeah, look, you might get some critics and you might get some eye rolls. You've drafted 2 point guards. But hey, I actually really like this idea in my opinion. So of course, I would definitely really like to hear all of your thoughts and opinions down below. Do you guys agree with my mock draft or do you guys not? I would very much like to hear it. Don't forget to subscribe to my, my gaming channel and my IRL/vlogging channel and check out my podcast as well, which will be down below if you haven't already. I'll be linking them all there, but most importantly, just comment what you guys think and whatnot. But as I was saying, please make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and comment, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.